Hi everyone, back there, more YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a quick reaction, really, bit of a rumour has it, so to speak. Apparently Newcastle United have made some moves in this transfer window. We've been waiting and they've made a move that maybe isn't as appealing as we possibly would like. Certainly not for me anyway, but I'll get stuck right into this now. Who we're talking about? We're talking about a striker, which should be good news. We should be bouncing saying, oh, brilliant, we need a striker. You know, Wilson's fitness has kind of come back into question. Isak's just come back looking sharper, but he could be injured any time knowing Isak's record at Newcastle. But apparently the story goes, and it's in the press, likes the Telegraph, that the Newcastle United made an inquiry for Dominic Solanke. Now, no offence to Dominic Solanke, he's having a really good season, but we don't need any more purple patch players. We really, really don't. And for me, this kid is having the season of his life. I don't think he's going to get any better than he's shown in the first half of this season. And as Keegan always said, buy better. And is Solanke better than Wilson? No. Is Solanke better than Isak? Hell no. So for me, this isn't particularly a sign that fills me full of any real excitement. Solanke, no thank you, is what was said in the video. It sounds harsh, sounds like we're being a little bit entitled or snobby, but hear me out on this one. Yes, he scored some great goals, and against us as well, by the way. But we're talking about a long-term successor for Callum Wilson here, right? Now, Dominic Solanke's 26, he's 27 early next year. He's been at Chelsea through the youth academy, didn't do it. Been at Liverpool, didn't cut it. So why is he going to come to a club that's just been in the Champions League this season, that's pushing to be in the top 4 stroke top 6? Why is Dominic Solanke going to be the answer to the question of the replacement for Callum Wilson? Quite simply, he's not going to be, in my opinion, and this is a grossly underwhelming signing for me. It's very interesting. There's loads of different kind of layers to this, but the main thing is I don't think he's good enough. Now, Newcastle have got an option here in this transfer window. We keep hearing the hamstrung with financial fair play, yet the same journalists who keep writing that are linking us to a 30-40 million quid striker. Go figure that one out. It's the same as we said under Isak when we said there was no money to spend, and voila, there was a 60-odd million pound striker there who was quality and is much better than Dominic Solanke. Sorry, Dominic, he is. But looking at this signing in isolation, if this was a loan signing or even a £20 million signing, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. I think he's all right. You know, he fills the gap. He's a good backup striker. But the fact that they want 40 million quid for the bloke, probably, to me, is too much money to spend on a player like that. And then also, it prevents you spending more money in key areas like, you know, the right wing, possibly for cover for Miggy. The number 6 position, maybe centre half cover. We need 3 or 4 positions ideally filled, and their loan deals could be a way to fill them as well. You know, the Calvin Phillips deal seems to be gathering momentum in the background. That'll be a great loan deal, but Dominic Solanke, not for me. I'm sorry, I'd rather have a better striker. You've got 2 options really, haven't you? Or 3 options. So option number 1 is you go and loan a young striker. I know he's been linked, something like Hugo Ekitike. Yes, he's had his problems in terms of the way that the whole move broke down last time, but has he got a higher ceiling than Solanke? Probably has. Would he be a better player than Solanke long term? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But he's on loan, so what would be the risk? You wouldn't be dropping 40 million quid on the guy. So that, to me, would be a viable option over Solanke. What about the Saudi loan deals? What about Roberto Firmino, who doesn't want to go back and play in Saudi Arabia, who's apparently being linked to Premier League teams? Why aren't Newcastle all over that? Yes, he's 32, 33 years old, right? He's still got quality. He's got big game experience. You know, he can hold the ball at well and bring others into play. He can pop it with a goal or 2. Great cover for Isak or for Wilson. And that experience in the squad, and there's a few other Brazilians there that would make them feel at home as well. I'd much rather have Roberto Firmino than 40 million quid on Dominic Solanke this January transfer window. In my opinion, you could save that cash to spend it for somebody bigger in the summer. Whether you want to go big, you want to go for Victor Osimhen, or you want to go for Vlahovic from Juventus, somebody who's going to cost you 70, 80, 100 million quid. Newcastle could go and buy that player, and then either Wilson can move on or Wilson can be the third choice striker and see out the last 2-3 years of his career at a Champions League side or a top 6 Premier League side. That's my opinion on this deal. I'm not particularly excited about it. I really hope it's lazy journalism, to be honest with you. I really hope it's just the Eddie Howe Bournemouth links. He signed him at Bournemouth. He's going to sign him here. I really hope there's not a load of weight behind this, because it just would be an underwhelming signing for me. Other people might have different opinions. As I've always said, you can have a different opinion. Smash your opinion in there in the comments. We always like to hear from you. We don't, belittle you or flick you out or tell you to leave the channel if you have a different opinion than us. That's what it's all about. We've all got different opinions in football, in life, and everything else. Your opinion here is valid just as much as we're talking about this on the screen. But for me, I'd want to sign better. As I say, Keegan always says sign better. Wilson's great when he's fit, very rarely fit. Isak is great when he's fit, had injury problems. So we need a striker who can challenge those two for a starting berth And if he is the long-term successor to Wilson, we need somebody who's better than Dominic Solanke, in my opinion. So I'd much rather have a young, hungry striker like Ekitike on loan, or an experienced striker like Firmino on loan at the end of the season, and then go big in the summer for someone like Osimhen or Vlahovic. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below about these Solanke links. Are you impressed? Are you happy? Do you think I'm being a bit harsh? Do you think you would be a great addition to the squad? As I say, drop a comment in. We always like to hear from you. Smash like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. We're over 6,200 subs now, closing on 6,300 actually, so we're only a few away from that. So smash that button if you're watching for the first time. We'll be back with some more transfer links whenever there's movement from the club. We'll keep an eye on the Solanke one, and we'll catch you later. Cheers, everyone. Bye.